Good morning and welcome. Would everyone please take a moment to turn off all electronic devices or silence out of consideration for those around you, and remain standing for the invocation, which will be delivered by Dr. Russ Sisson, Professor of Religion, in substitute for our campus minister, who's a little under the weather today.
Let us pray. Most gracious God, we gather in your presence, aware that you have created us in your likeness to be a reflection of your goodness and your mercy. We ask your mercy upon us to forgive us in our failings and strengthen us that we may live up to the calling you've put before us. Today we celebrate achievements, and we trust that these achievements will be recognized as achievements that you bless. We give you thanks for all the blessings you bestow upon us. In the name of our Redeemer, amen.
Good morning. There are a lot of empty spaces up here. If you want to move forward, feel free to move forward and fill up some of the emptiness. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Yeah, okay. All right. I want to welcome you to Honors Day Convocation 2024, and today we are gathering to recognize achievements of our union students. These students are stellar examples of a union education. They are knowledgeable and creative. They are curious and disciplined. They are critical thinkers who push the envelope of accepted wisdom. And we want these traits to be recognizable in every union student. So as we show appreciation for the hard work of these students, let's also be mindful of the village that supports them. So it's a village of faculty and staff and students and trustees, and we all are just as committed to the student's education as the student, and sometimes more so. Okay, so if you're a family member or a friend or of a student and you're here to support them, you guys can sit. I'm sorry, sit. Wow, I wish I had that much power all the time. If you're a family member or a student here to support one of the students recognized today, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Thank you. I'd like faculty and staff of Union College to please stand and be recognized for your hard work. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like the Union College trustees who are present this morning to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for being here this morning. Honors awards are supported by individuals and foundations and corporations. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to hold an event and present awards such as these, so we want to certainly thank the benefactors. All right, and now let us celebrate our Union Commonwealth University students. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome Union Harmony. Thank you, Dr. Gandy. Thank you, Union Harmony and Dr. Gandy. And I want to say thank you to all of our honored guests for attending this morning. Honors Day is a time we set aside to celebrate the academic life of Union and to recognize students who are excelling in their academic work. We, the faculty, staff, and administrators of Union, salute all of you who will receive awards today, and we look forward to sharing in your future success. We would like to also invite all of the members of the families and friends, when your honored student comes forward to accept an award, to please stand up when I call their name and remain standing just in support of the recipient. And as an additional element of surprise, the recipients do not know which award they have been given today. So that's a little bit of an extra surprise coming along. To begin our awards program, Dr. Marcia Hawkins is our first to present. So if you'll come center stage. The Dr. Malin Miller President Emeritus Award is given by the late Dr. and Mrs. Malin A. Miller to the senior with the highest cumulative average based on total hours earned at Union College. Dr. Miller served as president from 1959 to 1982, and Miller Hall is named in his honor. This year's recipient is William Webb. And I forgot to give the recipients the direction of, you can come this way if you'd like and cross. So I failed to do that. So he's worked it out. Okay, Mr. Webb, I'm going to hold you. You don't have far to walk. If you would remain on the stage, please. Mr. Webb is also the recipient of the Governor James D. Black Senior Award. It's given by the late Dr. Pitzer D. Black of Barberville to the senior with the highest scholastic average for the year based on total hours earned. Governor Black was one of Union College's founding fathers and president from 1910 to 1912. Congratulations. And I can't let you go too soon. This actually happens year after year. The student that typically receives these first three. The final for Mr. Webb this morning is the President's Award to the senior who has the highest cumulative record in grades earned at Union. So congratulations, Mr. Webb. Okay, now just kidding, you can go. May see you later, not sure. Our next award, the Dr. Cecil H. Wilson Jr. Award, is given in memory of Dr. Cecil H. Wilson of Barberville, an alumnus and trustee emeritus of Union, to the junior with the highest scholastic average based on total hours earned at Union College. Dr. Wilson, of 38, was a member of the Board of Trustees from 1954 to 2008. The award goes to Kayla Richardson. The John Henry Wilson Sophomore Award is given by the late Mrs. Guy D. Atkinson, Jr. to the sophomore from the 5th Congressional District of Kentucky who has the highest scholastic average for the year based on total hours earned. Mr. Wilson was one of the founding fathers of Union College and a U.S. Congressman from 1889 to 1893. This year's award goes to Lane Prather. All right, Dr. Hawkins, thank you. Dr. Carolyn Payne, Professor of Accounting, will come forward to present the next awards. The Arthur E. Spurlock Business Award is given by Mr. Michael Spurlock in memory of his father, Arthur E. Spurlock, a former Union College business office manager, to the sophomore or junior business major showing promise for future success. Mr. Spurlock was in the business manager and treasurer for Union College from 1959 to 1967. This year's award goes to João Marcos Suguti. The Dr. L.A. Geis Senior Award is given by the late Dr. and Mrs. L.A. Geis to the senior business major with the highest cumulative standing in that field. Dr. Geis was a member of the Board of Trustees from 1948 to 1986. The award goes to Ernesto Moreno. We will hold that award and get that to Mr. Moreno. The Dr. L.A. Geis Jr. Award is given by the late Dr. and Mrs. L.A. Geis to the junior business major with the highest cumulative standing in the field. This year's award goes to Jerome Ramon Hanna. We'll hold and deliver. The Dr. L.A. Geis Computer Award is given by the late Dr. and Mrs. L.A. Geis to the student exemplifying excellence in computer information systems. This year's award goes to Virginia Wagers. The Rena Milliken Award is given in memory of the late Ms. Rena Milliken, Professor Emeritus of Business by the Union College Business Department, to the graduating senior who shows the greatest potential for professional achievement. Ms. Milliken served as a member of the business faculty from 1946 through 1975. This year's award goes to Mackenzie Himes. The H.B. Jones Business Enterprise Award is given in memory of Mr. H.B. Jones to the student who has shown initiative and enterprise in the field of business. This year's award goes to Carter Finley. will see that Carter receives the award. The Accounting Award is given to the most promising freshman or sophomore accounting major. This award is sponsored by Dr. Carolyn Payne, CPA. The award goes to Megan Shoemaker. The Ronald and Mary Alice Marley Mass Communication Award is given to the student with the highest grade point average who is majoring in media communications at Union. This year's award goes to Taryn Mills. Thank you, Dr. Payne. Dr. Vasilescu, Professor of Psychology, will join center stage for the next awards. The Outstanding Psychology Major Award is given to the psychology major in the top 35th percentile of his or her class who shows outstanding dedication in the discipline of psychology. This year's award goes to Candace Messer. Thank you, Dr. Vasilescu. You saved her a few steps. The Excellence in Research Award is given to the Upper Division Psychology major who demonstrates the potential for high-quality research in the discipline of psychology, and we do have 2 recipients this year, with the first going to Candace Messer. Oh, so you want a dual photo? Okay, absolutely. The second recipient for Excellence in Research Award for Psychology is Lindsay Smith. Thank you, Dr. Vasilescu. Mrs. Carol Klaus, Education Professor, will come forward and join center stage for the next awards. The Dr. Albert D. Graham, Jr. Social Studies Award is given to the senior education major who shows the greatest teaching potential in social studies. Dr. Graham, alum from 70, served on the Board of Trustees from 1992 to 2010. This year's award goes to Zachary Young. The Jones Foundation Award in Education is given by the Jones Foundation to the graduating senior who shows the greatest promise for a career in education. This year's award goes to Tabitha Jordan. The Educational Studies Award for Elementary Education is given to the elementary education major who, as an aspiring teacher leader, has demonstrated a commitment to educational excellence, potential for future professional success, and to advancing the cause of student achievement for all elementary student learners. This year, education has selected 3 recipients. First, Michael Dixon. Next is Jonathan Mills. And lastly but not least, Emily Ann Miller. We'll accept that for her. Do you want a photo with those? Okay, go ahead. They do, that's what matters. This is for them. No, you're still up. The Educational Studies Award for Middle Grades Education is given to the middle grades education major who, as an aspiring teacher leader, has demonstrated a commitment to educational excellence, potential for future professional success, and advancing the cause of student achievement for all middle grade student learners. This year there are 2 recipients. First is Joshua Crawford. And Tabitha Jordan. The Educational Studies Award for Secondary Education is given to the secondary education major who's an aspiring teacher leader, demonstrated a commitment to educational excellence and potential for future professional success, and to advancing the cause of student achievement for all secondary student learners. We have 2 recipients. Mackenzie Herman. and Macy Yother. The Dr. Mary Alice Lay Service Award is given in recognition for the Educational Studies Unit Emeritus Faculty, Dr. Mary Alice Lay. This award recognizes the education major whose academic career at Union College has consistently demonstrated a level of devoted service to P-12 public schools, dedication to community partnership and outreach, and an unwavering commitment to the betterment of Union that is reflected of the legacy of Dr. Lay's 52-year career at Union. This year, the award recipient is Skylar Carnes. Thank you, Professor Klaus. Dr. Gandy, would you now join center stage for the next awards? The Catherine V. Supton Memorial Award is given in memory of Catherine V. Supton, a former faculty member of Union, to the student who has given exemplary service to the Union College Music Department. This year's award goes to Macy Yother. The Jane Minton Blair Endowed Award for the Arts is given by the late Jane Minton Blair, 69, to the Union student who has made outstanding contributions to the area of fine, performing, and communication arts during his or her years at Union. Mrs. Blair was the 2006 recipient of the Union College Distinguished Service Award and the 2015 Blair Award for Outstanding Philanthropy. This year's award goes to Malik McAlpine. Thank you, Dr. Gandy. Dr. David Powell, Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences, will come forward to center stage to present the next awards. The Bornstad Freshman Composition Award is given by Mrs. William B. Bornstad and the late Dr. Bornstad to the student achieving the highest writing excellence in freshman composition courses as determined by the English faculty. This year's award goes to Ryan Thomas. We will accept for Ryan. The Connie Danner Book Award In 2003, the Department of English established a fund in honor of Dr. Constance S. Danner, Professor Emeritus of English, with the interest from which will pay for course textbooks for one deserving student for 1 year. This year's award goes to Tia Cobb. The William Faulkner Rushton Memorial Awards is given to promote Appalachian literature and is given in memory of William Faulkner Rushton. The award has been established by parents and friends in honor of Mrs. Laura Faulkner Rose, 1914, a Union alumna and the late Mr. Rushton's grandmother. Winning papers are selected by a committee of judges from entries submitted by faculty. We have 2 award recipients this year. First is Tia Cobb for prose. And our second is Madison Hebert for poetry. The Literature Award is given to the English major who shows the greatest excellence in the field of literature, and this year we have 2 recipients. First, Samuel Serrano. We will accept for him. And Nathaniel Turner. We'll accept for Nathaniel. Dr. Irwin S. Bradley History Award is given in honor of Dr. and Mrs. Irwin S. Bradley to the upper class history major who has the highest scholastic average and overall grades in history earned at Union. Dr. Bradley served as chair of the Division of Social Sciences and History and Political Science at Union. This year's award goes to Hope McKeon. The H.H. Owens History Award is given by the late Mrs. H.H. Owens to the student showing the greatest excellence in the field of history. Mr. Owens was the father of alumni Jean Knuckles from 37 and Eleanor Clark of 36. The award goes to Cassidy Kugler. The Blackwell Political Science Award is given to the senior with a major in history, and/or a minor in political science who shows the highest academic excellence in political science. Dr. Blackwell was a member of the Board of Trustees. This year's award goes to John Snyder. Well, except for John. The Outstanding Student in Sociology Award is given to the graduating sociology major with the highest cumulative grade point average. This year's award goes to Margaret Heinrich. It's okay. The Outstanding Student in Criminal Justice Award is given to the Upper Division Criminal Justice major whose work embodies academic achievement, serious inquiry, and commitment to personal and intellectual development, and an understanding of citizen and state. This year's award goes to Megan Baker. The Judge W.W. Tinsley Family Memorial Award is given by the late Mrs. Mayo Tinsley Rathfin to the pre-law junior or senior showing the greatest promise for future success. This year's award goes to Cassidy Kugler. The Sampson Political Science Award is given to the junior showing the highest academic excellence in the field of political science. This year's award goes to Taylor Gwinnett. Thank you, Dr. Powell. Dr. David Williams, Vice President for Enrollment, will come forward to present the next awards. The Iota Sigma Nu Freshman Award is given by the Iota Sigma Nu Honor Society to the freshman with the highest scholastic average for the year based on total hours earned at Union College, and this year we have 4 recipients. First, Kinsley Redmond. If you'd like, yeah, that would be wonderful. Emma Phillips. David Muniz Espen. And Anna Hendrickson. And the Iota Sigma Nu Sophomore Award is given to the sophomore with the highest scholastic average for the year based on total hours earned at Union. And this year's award goes to Isabel Proctor. Thank you, Dr. Williams. Mr. Chris Gibson, Assistant Professor of Health Science and Wellness, will come to present the next award. The Dr. Paul S. Moore Wellness, Human Performance, and Recreation Management Faculty Award is given by the Union Wellness, Human Performance, and Recreation Department to the senior health, physical education, recreation management, or sports management major with the highest cumulative academic standing. Dr. Moore, alum from 1959, served as Professor of Health and Physical Education, heads men's basketball coach, athletic director, and vice president of academic affairs. He retired in 1997 after 38 years of service to Union. This year's award goes to Jenna Grayson. Mr. Curry, Executive Director of Athletics, will come forward to present the next awards. The Madison Taylor AAA Award is given annually in memory of Madison Taylor to a student athlete who embodies Maddie's spirit by demonstrating athletic and academic success as well as a positive attitude. This year's award goes to Mackenzie Himes. The Kathy Brick Award was established by Mr. Theodore F. Brick, family and friends, to the student showing the highest proficiency in competitive swimming. This year's award goes to Emma Phillips. The Daniel Drinkert Award was established by students of Union College and friends to the runner-up athlete of the year, the athlete who exemplifies characteristics of desire, kindness, honesty, and personal integrity as embodied in his personality and attitude. This year's award goes to Sarah Lowe. The Steve Jones Memorial Award is given in memory of Steve Jones, a former Union College student, by former athletes and friends, to the senior varsity athlete with the highest cumulative academic average. This year's award goes to William Webb. The Athletic Team Award is awarded to the Union Athletic Team with the highest cumulative GPA to recognize outstanding academic achievement among student athletes. This year's award goes to women's tennis. So everyone come forward. Okay, Ford, you're going to work for your money today. Dr. Fidelis Achenja, Dean for the School of Health and Natural Sciences, will come forward to present the next awards. The Wimmer Chemistry Award is given to the student showing the greatest promise in the field of chemistry. Dr. Wimmer served as head of the chemistry department from 1932 to 1946. This year's award goes to Abigail Grace Irby. The Dr. Theodore R. Davies Senior Biology Award is given to the senior student showing the highest academic excellence in the field of biology. This year's award goes to Laurel Nolan. Except for Laurel. The Calculus Award is given to the student presently taking third semester calculus with the highest cumulative average in all 3 calculus courses offered at Union. This award goes to Nicolo Chiriotti. Hope I'm close. Nicolo. We will accept. Dr. Paul Munsey Memorial Award is given in memory of Dr. Paul Munsey to the senior pre-medical student with the highest cumulative academic standing. This year's award goes to Noah Kennedy. The Stansberry, one more. You're not off that easy. The Stansberry Ecology Award is given in memory of Hattie Stansberry, an alumna and former faculty member, to the student or organization that has contributed to the environmental improvement of campus during the academic year. This year's award goes to the organization The Justice Leaders. Dr. Lisa Abner, Dean of Nursing, will present the next awards. Please join me center stage. The Leadership in Nursing Award is given to the senior BSN student who is a leader among peers in the School of Nursing, the college, the community, and the profession, exhibiting leadership, advocacy, and mentoring accomplishment. This student lives out the philosophy of nursing and exhibits leadership, advocacy, and a commitment to mentoring. This year's award goes to Rachel Jones. The Clinical Excellence in Nursing Award is given to the senior BSN student who best exemplifies caring in nursing situations, demonstrated through competence and in-depth knowledge of the science and art of nursing. This student puts critical thinking into practice while remaining competent with technical skills and caring behaviors. This year's award goes to Billy Fields. Thank you, Dr. Abner. Mr. Carlos Sanzroso, President of Student Government Association, will come forward to present the next awards. The Thomas Storer Award is given in memory of Thomas Storer, former director of Union College's Food Services, to the student who exemplifies honesty, concern, and personal commitment to the Union community that was displayed by Mr. Storer. This year's award goes to Paulo Carvalheiro. I'm close. Will accept on his behalf. The Student Government Association Distinguished Professor Award is given by students to the Union College faculty member who best exemplifies Union's commitment and dedication to student well-being. This faculty member sets the standard for enhancing student education in and out of the classroom. This year's award goes to Dr. Katie Flynn. Dr. Flynn could not be with us today, but we will happily accept this award on her behalf. The next part of the program is the passing of the gavel for the Student Government Association as one academic year closes and we start another one in just a few short months. It's in recognition of our past and future SGA officers. We would like to take a moment to recognize the past year's Student Government Association for their hard work. Please stand when your name is called. Our president, who is already on stage, Carlos Sanzroso. Vice President for Student Development, Allie Williams. Vice President for Athletics, Ethan White. Vice President for Academics, Cassidy Kugler. Vice President for Business Affairs, Jack Brody. And Vice President for Public Relations, Jessica Rodriguez. Now, I would like to move forward and congratulate our newly elected SGA members and officers for next year. President Cassidy Kugler. Vice President for Student Development, Allie Williams. Vice President for Athletics, Ivan Rodriguez. Vice President for Academics, João Marco Seguti. Vice President for Business Affairs, Zach Hardman. And Vice President for Public Relations, Frank Osborne. Cassidy Kugler, would you please come forward to receive the gavel? That may be back in the SGA office from, it's okay. Thank you, Cassidy. Take a seat on stage. Well, we aren't quite done yet. There is an additional award, an inaugural award, that is not in your program. Dr. Hawkins, would you come center stage, please? I told some people I was going to be in a lot of trouble for this, so you may or may not see me after today. The Dr. Marcia Hawkins Leadership Award. This inaugural award is presented to a student who has made substantial contributions to Union Commonwealth University community. This includes active involvement in campus organizations, athletic teams, residential communities, or community service programs. The nominee must also demonstrate a strong potential for future leadership roles, civic engagement, while embodying Union's core values, circles. Dr. Marcia Hawkins etched her name in history in 2012 by becoming the first female president to assume the presidency at Union. This year's award goes to Reagan King. We will accept on Reagan's behalf. And thank you, Dr. Hawkins. Congratulations to all this year's award winners. I would like to invite you to a reception for the award recipients, friends, guests, students at the Weeks Townsend Memorial Library Reading Room immediately following. We ask that everyone remain seated until all faculty have exited the stage and pews. And just for the students, 11 a.m. classes are still going to begin on time as scheduled, so sorry. And also, Dr. Sisson will come and provide our sending forth. And just one more, to please give the award recipients one more round of applause. So please stand and join Union Harmony in singing the Alma Mater, and then remain standing for the sending forth and the recessional.
The words of benediction that send us and guide us forth are from the Apostle Paul's letter to the Ephesians. May the grace of God, which does immeasurably more than we can conceive, direct us and abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.